Hello, good afternoon. It is Friday. Friday, the 24th. And this week, what has been on my mind? Actually, what has been on my mind was on my mind on this very day on July 24th, 2018. Interestingly, or ironic or not, got this reminder on Facebook. So, what we're going to talk about today is the premise to this was I had such a great meditation today, and I wanted to share what I got out of it. Self expression is just that, for the self. Refrain from setting yourself up by expecting validation from others, it's just upsetting. One can solve this by believing yourself. I intend that everyone have a miraculous and wondrous day. And so, what's been on my mind, while admittedly the pinpoint focus on it is folks in the trans community. And it's a topic that I actually haven't seen covered very much, or at all, honestly. So if you have, point me in that direction, please. But what the topic is how folks who are in the trans community, and again, kind of this generally works, or I think is true for anybody who is representing themselves as their authentic self. Be that trans, be that sober, be that, if you are representing yourself as something other than you have been and you are coming from a more authentic or totally authentic place. What tends to happen is the other people in your life freak out. Not all of them. Not all of them. If you have people in your life who have been part of the journey, part of the process, or observant, or woke, and get it, so that when you come to them and say, hey, this is what's true for me now, and they go, cool, and that's the end of it. Or that's the beginning of it, depending upon how you look at it. Now, for some people, they're not going to be either aware or woke or participating, or maybe they're just older. And that information is going to be scary for them. And so what I'm getting at is what I would love to see or know more about are folks who are approaching their representation to others in a manner that is loving and gentle both to themselves and to the other person. I think what's being forgotten is that when one comes out into a new life, pardon the mouth pop, as their new authentic self, not only are you changing who you are, the way you identify, but it's changing how others identify with you, and it's changing how they identify with their relationship to you and you to them. So while it's a lot for the person who's going through it, it's a lot for the people hearing that information. And so my goal is to help people consider the possibility that there is a way to present both gently and lovingly and carefully and truthfully, and ideally for all parties involved, for the greater good of all concerned, that it's a gentle bubble of information. That energy is, hey, this is me now. I'd love it if you were in on it. I'd love to still be a part of our life. It changes our relationship a little bit. I get that. I hope you're in on it with me. Recognizing that sometimes people are going to need time for different reasons, for various reasons. Are there going to be some people that don't get it ever? Yeah, there are. And I am never, ever, ever implying that a person should accept abuse from another person for any reason. So if that's the response that's happening, no. But just give people some time, is what I'm suggesting. And again, for anybody who's ever, oh, I did it again, sorry. Anybody who's ever changed who they are, changed the dance, as it were, their predominant group who is not in on it or not wanting to be in on it, whether they want to or not, tend to react many times negatively. Absolutely. If you've ever been a person who's decided to get healthy and your party group isn't into it, that's a thing. If you've changed belief systems, sure. Um, yeah, there's lots of ways. And I realize that all of these possibilities for how people might respond are reasons that we don't do it. We need to go ahead and do it. I'm saying that I believe it can be done gently and lovingly, strongly, um, carefully, effectively. And also, as such, to not put even more pressure on yourself than just the act of doing it, just the act of going through everything one has to go through to get to that place. And then now there's this pressure to explain it to people. I'm not 100% sure that's necessary at all times with all people. I believe that the end result of something like that is to be in the practice of simply living as yourself, being yourself. As such, it's not really about other people. Ultimately, I don't think. Um, but if you're in the place where that's important to you and that's necessary, please be gentle with yourself. Try to be gentle with everybody else around you. And if they can't be gentle back, give them space. Just give them space and you be you, boo. And so much love to everybody going through so much right now. Um, that's really all I have to talk about today. If you like what I talk about, but you think it's too long for you, I am on TikTok. Um, those are only a minute, sometimes less, actually, many times less, if you're interested. So please be well. Love you so much. Bye.